Oh, the political drivel? And hold your hats. Giant balls attack DC, Subway sandwiches spark a brawl, Cincy suspects face court, Trump eyes Smithsonian shake cups, and the FDA's got new tricks. Doesn't this sanctimonious circus beg for a gentleman's roast? Care to savor the spicy takes? Join us for the full feast. Tune in to Unsolicited Politics at 9 p.m.-ish for the juiciest dive. Follow at Slender the Sir on X, smash that like, and let's unravel this folly together.
That was by far the greatest thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
Holy shit, we have a production team?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, wait a
dude.
minute, when did we get an intro?
Dude, I'm telling you, like, absolute baller intro we just had right there. Good job, Slender.
Good job, Slender.
Good job, Slender.
You really are the most confident out of all of us.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, I can't even begin to fucking do this without him. I
Wait,
think
hold
he-
on. Is that like an actual like AI? Like
No, that's
character?
Slender, bro.
Yeah,
Or
that's
Slender?
that's our AI, Slender AI.
That is Slender. Oh my, I fucking love it. All right.
All right. All right. He whistles sometimes too. Anyway, Cody, how you doing today? Can you shut the bird up? How are we already starting this on the wrong foot?
Told you it didn't take 20 minutes, more like 20 seconds.
Oh my god.
You really think we're gonna have a normal program every week? Look, I'm
No!
for today.
Yeah.
It's over, bro. It's over already.
It's done. I'm dressed
I'm
for
gonna
the
go. I'm
occasion.
gonna get some water, hydrate real quick. Hi, you all know me, so I don't gotta introduce myself again. Oh my god, love the shirt.
I'm dressed for the occasion today. I figured this is a good time to debut the AA shirt. You know, many people said that if they were to see someone like me wearing this shirt, they'd beat me up. But so far, I've been okay. So we'll see.
know, some real white, hateful person must have bought that for you. You know, like real white, real, Southern, like some very stereotypical white person must have definitely got it.
Yeah, dude, his name
Or
was
possibly
Jim Bob.
just someone that has shit stains like this.
Oh my god, so much has happened this week. I forgot. Holy crap, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. You
I'm
Oh,
sorry, I gotta
wow.
bring it up every chance I get. I just
that
have to.
human being is at the bottom of the bottom. And you know what? Let me just start by
Literally in the
saying
bottom. Literally stuck in the bottom.
Oh,
let
I
me-
just
let me
realized I
all
was
just
muted
start
this
by
whole time.
saying To all
No,
the
you're up,
internet
you're up.
watchers, that no matter
I'm not
how
now.
bad
I was
your
muting
day is,
my mic.
no matter if you got fired from your job, maybe your girl left you, maybe you're just not feeling very confident about yourself lately. I just want to say, at least you're not Bill. at least you're not a Bill whose name's not
All I'm
even
gonna
Bill.
say is that if you happen to have a relationship that ends in a poor way, just make sure that your ex does not have shit on you. Literally.
Literally.
Right? Literally. As
Literally.
you all can see.
My best advice.
It
Go
don't
to the
be
doctor.
Don't be
My-
a
no.
fake Bill. His name's not Bill.
My
Oh, I
best
was gonna say,
advice.
Go to the doctor and get your butthole checked because I mean, if you're, I mean, seriously, look at this shit. Like, if you got shit.
Okay, but
stains all
the
way down
buttholes is not the
here-
problem. Clearly, this man's
No,
never
what I'm
wiped his
trying to
ass.
say though, what I'm trying to say though is if he's got
This
poop
man
stains all
makes
the way down here,
Asmongold look clean.
He's got a really leaky butthole. He makes
Now,
hobo's butthole
that's
look
a
clean.
real challenge to make Asmongold seem like a clean person.
Listen, my best advice is always going to be, if you decide to talk shit about me publicly, make sure I don't find things like this out.
like this.
'Cause that sucks.
I mean, it doesn't
That right there sucks. If you're talking shit
Remember,
about
kid.
me online. If
Remember,
these
kid,
are your boxers and you're talking shit about me online, bad news bears if I
got
find
blocked.
out.
I got argued with and free Palestine from a dude wearing those.
Just
Blocked
remember,
by a dude.
just remember, kids, if you're
in a
gonna
pit of
talk shit,
rage
just try to
wearing
make
those.
sure that you're not also full of shit.
Yeah, right.
Alright. Alright, get those boxers out of here. Enough of boxers for now.
Disgusting.
God!
Dookie underwear.
Yeah.
Although if we were
All
given
right,
advice when it comes to dating, my dating advice is just completely avoid women, let them come after you if anything, and then let them spend their money on you.
And for
And
the
take a
ladies
shower.
out there dating a dude that may be shitting his pants, ladies, you could do better.
Yes, definitely.
You know,
If he's
you
shitting his
you don't have to
pants,
date.
you have something wrong. He needs to go see the doctor.
Yep.
He 100% needs to go see the doctor because he's got a leaky butthole, and there are a lot of causes to a leaky butthole. Now, anyway,
None that are good, by the way.
None that are
Just-
good.
Yes,
All
none that
bad.
are good. All
Now-
bad.
Yeah.
now what is this whole 70H thing going on?
So, let's begin our first topic. I wanted to do.
That wasn't the
Florida
first topic?
first.
I'm just kidding.
No, that was the preliminary topic. That was the shit. That was the shit before the topic. All right. So we had before I play the video, I kind of want to because I'm a little bit educated on it. We had a band today in Florida that's got a lot of the fucking the weirdos pissed off, the 9 a.m. why the fuck are you here drug addicts, those guys way pissed off. So there's this product called 70H. Are you guys familiar with Kratom at all?
Yes.
Not really, honestly, generate.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean, I'm
so-
familiar with the product. I've never done it or anything.
So to give you guys a brief brief thing, hold on, I'm trying to get my pops this link real quick so we can get him in here. Anyway,
We definitely gotta get Rick Senior in this.
so kratom is this plant, right? And it has benefits to it. A lot of people had taken it to get off painkillers, to get off meth, to get off heroin, opiates of that nature. Basically, it was like opiate light. It helped with pain and shit to that nature. People started to abuse the plant because they found out they could take a lot of this shit all at once without really much side effects other than a tummy ache. So that became getting abused. And at first, what's up, Pops?
Hey, Rick, I gotta go to the store, so I might have to come back to this.
All right, come back. We're on 708 right now. Don't worry. You'll be. All right. So, after people start abusing kratom after a little while, kratom starts becoming not as effective for these guys. So, they come up with this form of super kratom, condensed kratom, kratom on steroids. This shit is called 70H. It comes in pill form, pressed pill form. It comes in insanely high dosages, like 25, 50, 100 milligram dosages, like insanely high dosages. And it's basically vape shop heroin. It's vape shop heroin. It activates your opioid receptors in the brain. It has the same effects as opiates. We're not trying to get you off the substance. We're not giving you opiate light. We're giving you super opiate. Like 708 should have never been in fucking shelves to begin with, but because it was a kratom plant, no one really thought anything of it until it started getting abused. And let me tell you, 708 customers are fucking the most baser ass motherfucking people. If you work at a vape shop, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. These people are at your fucking door. If you open at 9, they're at your door at 8:58 asking you why the fuck you ain't opened yet. They always got the same scratchy, crazy look in their fucking eyes. And they're there every single day. Doesn't matter how many fucking packs of whatever they buy, they're there every single fucking day like clockwork. They're the most annoying fucking customer. Anyway, that's basically what it is. I'm gonna play a video in a second, but Slender, you want to
do kratom,
So
like
I
go ahead, Slender. We'll go around. We'll start with Slender. We'll go around.
so this whole thing is
it by itself, it's a huge issue, but this whole thing it's parallel to the whole thing of them constantly trying to take things that are listed as scheduled drugs or even legalized in some places and trying to extrapolate or change the chemical makeup to make it legal. And I've said that this has been taking precedent not just in the various harder drugs, but it's even taking precedent in the weed industry with all the various so-called different types of THCA and everything
THCA,
now.
Delta 8,
Oh my
Delta
god, all
9.
that fake bullshit.
Well, Delta 9 is the pure version of the from the
Yeah,
plant,
yeah,
but
that's the
everything
OG,
else,
right?
yes, everything else is just a derivative or chemical compound change up of it. And
Hmm.
I've been trying to tell people like, yes, it's you can buy it in stores and everything in places that regular weed is illegal, but that you have to really look into this stuff because it's not as regulated, it's not as looked into as checked and everything as the actual plant is at this point. And you don't know at what point that these things are going to end up just like how 7-O ended up, where people are just straight up addicted to where it's
It's
like another
crazy. Like
heroin.
people don't. It's crazy. People don't even like think about that stuff. It's like, okay, you know, weed's illegal, and this is being sold, so it like it's not weed.
We all remember
Like,
Spice, right?
yeah,
Oh
like
my
people
That
god.
don't
Exactly.
shit,
live
that
through that.
shit, that shit was way worse than what's on the market today. I will say that.
Oh
Spice
yes,
is
it
bad,
definitely
way
was.
worse.
It definitely
Spice and
was.
Four Locos on the beach. Oh, hell yeah. Brings me back.
I will say not to get off because I really don't have too much of a problem with the marijuana replacements at this time.
Right now,
Not to get
yes,
off.
that's what I'm saying. Right now, it's not a big issue, but it just leads into where we're at with like 7-O eventually.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
oh, go ahead.
go ahead, Eric.
I was gonna say. I mean, I have always been against kratom. I've never been a fan of the product whatsoever, just because, like Monkey said, it reacts to the same wavelengths as opioids do. So,
Yes.
Same here.
I mean, just off of that information alone, that tells me, okay, well, if it reacts to the same brain receptors, then that means it's going to become addictive, just like all other forms of opiates. And he's right. Like Monkey is completely right because I mean, there's been multiple. The thing is that up here in Ohio, there's also a lot of gas stations that sell kratom. So I used to work at Speedway. There would be people showing up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and being all like, "Hey, hey, hey," like fucking itching, like scratching their fucking neck, like going all crazy
I
haywire.
wonder how many juggalos stopped to get it before going to the gathering.
Oh man.
Like the shit is literally like it. Kratom is literally legal heroin, and
Yes.
it's the best way to put it. And I even remember when I was working for I was working for actually a hemp beverage because it was called Fizzy. And at one point they were talking about making a kratom drink, and I was completely against it. Like I even threatened to quit if they actually moved forward with it. Like I straight up told them, I'm like, I will quit on the spot if you move forward with this product because I'm okay with giving people a good time and an alternative. I am not okay with having people literally addicted to our product.
Cody, you wanted to go? I'm gonna get the final word on this. Don't worry.
You're good.
uh, uh, Eric pretty much said what I wanted to say. Fuck Kratom.
All right.
Uh,
Charles, you want to get in on this before? Well, go ahead, Cody. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I don't know if you caught this before, but the people who do Kratom also smoke hookah. So if you are mad at, just go to the fucking hookah bar and fuck them in the face.
All right.
Um,
All right. Charles, you want to go in before I play this video? And then I'll
nah,
get the final word?
I'm totally out of the loop on this one. I've heard of kratom, but I thought that shit was an energy drink. That's how much I fucking like looked into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for-
I got
That's
cool shit. I mean, I'm super against and all the time telling people like my cousin was a big old Delta 8 guy and he brought that over and bro, I was like, don't, I'm not touching that. Like, I'm like, why would I touch that when we got some real stuff? So yeah, I don't know, people that want to do fake heroin, I guess, that's a choice, and I'm kind of glad we got rid of it.
So you said something that I'm kind of like. This is why I'm glad it's being banned today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about it. I'm out of the loop. No, you're not. You're not out of the loop. You're actually the average Kratom user. You're the average 708 user. You don't know shit. Like most people don't know shit. What I've noticed with this product is, depending on who's selling it, because I've met a couple of people that have been able to explain the product. Most people selling it behind the counter don't know what the fuck it is. Most people selling it to the guy that's selling it behind the counter don't really know what the fuck it is. The person buying it definitely doesn't know what it is. The addict doesn't know what it is, or they wouldn't be an addict because they would have never bought it because they wouldn't know what it does. No one actually has an education on this. Like,
So how's it? You said it was marketed as a vape.
it was marketed as a painkiller. Like
Okay, but how do you consume it? How do you sell it?
it's a pill. It's on a pill. It's a pill form.
Bro, so people are buying like vape shop pill.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
based
because
on
they
pill.
they had
Okay,
kratom where they had versions of kratom where it was pill form as well, but a lot of it was usually made like into teas and stuff. But then they eventually came out with the pill form, so people just went to that. And then of course it
Bro,
got
that's
to the point where they needed
crazy.
something stronger.
Okay, so when I say, Monkey, I don't know. Like, okay, I don't know what it was, but I might not know. Bro, if you're buying, okay, America, if you're buying pills at a vape shop, I mean, I know, Monkey, you have a vape shop. I don't mean to kill.
Dude, I will probably sign off for whatever you're about to say.
Okay.
So.
America, if you are buying pills from a vape store, you're probably a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
get your life together. Get your life together. Like, there is no ideal scenario where what you're buying from a vape shop is in pill form. Like, that's just there's so many red flags there. Like, that should just be an instinct. But hey, people like instinct. So,
Vape shops are not hospitals. And the guy, behind the counter is not a doctor.
Here's I'm going to my vape shop. I see my little cartridges, my batteries. Maybe they sell a little paper for the smokers.
I wish
they got some pieces, like some rigs, but I'm not there to buy pills. I'm just like, that's not. Never. Like, it just doesn't seem. Yeah, exactly. Not a hospital. So America, again, like, get your shit together. There's no scenario where you can ever buy pills at a vape store. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If you're not sus just looking at this and your brain don't say like, damn,
All right,
that's like some
this.
Breaking Bad. It even looks like a Breaking Bad, like fucking. You got the little element on the top, bro. Does none of this? Well, I guess none of this is not people would be.
How do they have ones for relax, energy, and focus?
Because okay, so I'm gonna explain it and then we'll play the video. Kratom, like weed, comes in different kind of strains.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There's a strain for basically everything.
I've never looked into the plant and everything, so I didn't know that far. It goes that far.
I can already
Makes sense though.
See how people see these pills. They're like, okay, one is gonna be like Adderall. Well, I'm gonna buy the Focus, the OH Focus, so I can be all Adderalled up. Then you got the energy. I don't want to do energy drinks. Just take I'm gonna go fast. And then you got the fucking alcohol/weed version. Like, I'm gonna chill and take my.
That's like
shot pill. Yeah, that's crazy.
The top at 5:30, Florida's Attorney General cracking down on drugs. James Newsmeyer takes emergency action to target a potent compound found in some crepe.
This vape shop has it. This is one thing that I wanted to say. This vape shop has it locked behind the
Right.
I want to let you guys know, because a lot of people in the industry don't. In the last 6 months, almost every vape shop that has been broken into in Florida and robbed has been broken into and robbed for these pills. They bypass the vapes. They bypass the cash drawer. If there's a safe, they don't even bother. If there's disposables, they don't bother. They need this shit and THCA. That's the two things that they fucking steal.
Huh. THCA, huh? Interesting.
I'm Naja Sherman. It is something that is easily accessible to the public, and health experts say it poses an immediate danger. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis explains the concern surrounding kratom.
It's clearly something more potent than morphine that should not be sitting on a shelf next to a pack of Skittles.
Those words this week from Attorney General James Uthmeyer. Across South Florida smoke shops, products labeled 7-OH, a concentrated kratom derivative, were being sold openly until now.
7-hydroxy, this is a somewhat new synthetic material. It is extracted from kratom, is chemically manipulated in a way where it's very dense, and actually, I'm told by medical experts, can be up to 13 times more potent than morphine.
Kratom is a plant-based substance, often marketed
13 times more potent
Because
than
morphine fucks you the fuck up.
Remember what I said to begin the introduction of the product of kratom when I told you that it was meant to get you off of morphine?
No.
This is stronger than morphine?
Yeah, I'm gonna get off opioids by doing opioids plus.
as a natural mood enhancer or pain reliever. But medical officials say 7-OH is far more potent and far more addictive.
It's normally found in very low concentrations in the plant kratom, but the plant can be modified chemically to create this much more potent agent that binds to the receptors that opioids bind to. And
sounds
reduces
familiar
all
to
the
what they're doing with the weed industry.
Uthmeyer's emergency stop order bans sales of 7-OH statewide, and shop owners must pull it from their shelves immediately. Stores caught selling it could face fines or even lose their business licenses. The Attorney General says...
I don't know why they're showing these bags. This is a 7-OH.
It's all about keeping Floridians safe. In Miami, Trish Christakis.
None of that is 7-OH. This ain't 7-OH. The 45
well, okay,
7-OH.
I understand, but all these
The
concentrated
OPMS
fucking
7-OH.
products, God knows what the fuck they do to you.
No, bro, I'm against kratom.
I think at the end they were just showing the kratom products to like kind of like show the difference, but they didn't really specify. So people not understanding would be like, "Oh, this is all 7-OH. That's bad."
So it's no surprise that I work in a vape shop. I co-own.
You work in a vape shop?
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Oh my God, you work in a vape shop?
Wow, people following this show would have never.
So
I had no idea.
I thought
I
you,
haven't
were, I thought you
read-
snuck into that shop sometimes to stream from there, just because
I thought you sold your
I don't
butthole on
think-
Sample Road.
what I can tell you guys from working that vape shop every day, and especially because I'm always the morning guy, I'm never a night guy. There is no customer I hate on this planet more than the kratom user, and until the 7-OH people became existent. You guys are the worst. I hate all of you.
I
You are
hate
the
all of you.
You are the most annoying fucking people on the planet. I'd rather deal with homeless people every day than deal with like one of you weekly, and I deal with you guys multiple times in a day. You are the worst person to see first thing in the morning. Like,
I can say at least with homeless people, there's a chance that they won't be batshit insane crazy. But with the 7-OH user, no, it's always the same.
I was gonna say, is that why half the time when I call you in the morning, you just sound pissed off?
bro, my mornings are always fucking like that, dude. So I hate all of you. I'm speaking.
I hate all of you.
I'm speaking specifically to the kratom and 7-hydroxy user, aka the vape shop heroin addict. I hate all of you. I have never been more happier as a vape shop worker to hear that this is banned. Seeing your statuses on Facebook and X have made me erect. Watching you guys cry and buy out all of the fucking stock in a store while you weep in fucking
And you know what's the
dismay.
best part? No matter how much they stock up, they're still gonna run out by tomorrow.
Yeah. They
And
will.
hey,
They'll eat
I
that
think
shit.
at least when they're trying to get that last of that stock, they're giving you the money for it.
Right?
if there's one thing that I can say is for sure, is Robert Kennedy is doing his job because America is getting healthy again. Damn it. By the way, who's the Florida Surgeon General's name? He's quickly becoming one of my favorite people. Like who? Okay, forget that guy. Hold on, let me bring it back up. Who is? Because I've only seen him recently. I didn't know this. I've only seen him recently.
I'm not really accept. It poses danger. Explain.
It's clearly.
Who is this man? Who is this savior of Florida right here? Who is
James? No idea.
Oh, this is the guy that I've seen his picture before.
I've seen him plenty of times, and it's always next to some good Florida news. Because we're pissing off some more people by taking away some shit that they should have never had to begin with.
Did you guys post this picture in the chat? No, I think I saw it on X. I think people are saying that, I think if I remember correctly, if I can find the post, somebody posted his picture and saying that he's like single-handedly saving the Republican Party.
Yeah. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Saving the Republican
That was just so far in the chat. Oh my god, you guys did so much talking in the chat today.
So, to put a bow on this before we get to the next topic, my last message to the 7-hydroxy user: if you are today,
We got to get that man's name.
mad, upset, crying, sad about your vape shop heroin becoming illegal, get help.
Get help. For real though, sincerely.
No, but like
we're laughing, but it's sincere.
That guy's not the Surgeon
really,
General.
Like, if you're waking,
You're just really stupid for following this. You know,
every single day at like 7 o'clock in the morning, waiting 2 hours for your local vape shop to go open up, and then you're out there at 8:50 and you're yelling at the guy because he's not there yet. You sincerely need to start thinking about your life choices.
How'd we get here? Why'd you buy a pill at a vape store? Let's start there. Like,
I mean, usually the only times when you're buying pills from a vape shop or a gas station is when it's, you know,
yeah, no, even that'll call it sus, but we'll call that a need of the moment thing. You know, sometimes you gotta perform, and you're gonna take the fucking parlay on the fucking gas station.
On the boner bears.
You know, like, you don't know what's gonna happen.
It's like, look, everywhere else is closed. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Walgreens
and find out. Like, if you're going into a gas station or a vape shop and be like, you know what's a good idea? Getting some legal heroin pills. That sounds like an awesome idea. You really, really need to think real about
Why
your
have
life
I...
choices.
He seems familiar.
He's still trying to figure out the hero.
No. I'm trying to figure out, like, because I swear I've seen this guy before, and just trying to remember.
Thunder, stop.
What?
It's all right. He's a hero that needs a cape.
Well, I mean, his name was there right in front of him, James, whatever, however you pronounce his last name. But I'm trying to remember where I previously saw him. I mean, he's the recent AG.
I love it. I love it. He's been doing nothing but God's work in the state. Right?
Oh, that's right. People were talking about him because he's similar to DeSantis.
Yes, this state is healing. Okay.
Oh no, this state's. Oh my God, we're so good here, bro. Oof. Now, if only we had just deported all the New Yorkers.
Maybe I moved away at the wrong time, you know.
No, we need to happen in Florida is legalize marijuana. They need to legalize marijuana.
The right way.
Card, bro. It's the easiest thing.
Sprain your toe and get a med card.
You don't even have to do that. You just call a med doctor and say it's basically, hey, I want a med card. It's like literally that, like.
Hey, I want to buy weed legally.
Literally, like it is that, like you just that, but not saying it, and just if you know somebody that has a doctor that's super chill, like you go to that guy and say, this guy sent me, and they'd be like, yeah, of course, yeah, get your damn weed.
But anyway, guys, I was mainly on here because I wanted to be a guest in the Kratom discussion. But like we have all said before, ladies and gentlemen, if you're one of the few people that is upset about this news, please go get help. Find your local rehab facility. Go in for a few days.
Get help.
Please get help.
Oh, you should have had the clip ready for that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, okay, look, hold on. I have the audio already set up. If you think going into a vape shop and buying a pill is a good idea, I just have one piece of audio for you. All right, you ready?
Dummy, yeah. Dummy, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Yeah.
That is what you are because you thought it was a good idea. All right, bye guys.
See ya.
Have a good
See
night.
y'all. Thanks. Have a good night, Mr. Slender. And have a good night, Cody's Bear.
Oh my god, I just noticed. I didn't just
Wait,
notice it.
yeah.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Yep.
Hold on, wait a minute. That was.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, all right, All right. On to some serious news. I can't talk about drug addicts.
We need to get some random clips and stuff like that to just be able to instantly
it'd be
throw
super
up.
cool. If you're listening out there, Cody, next time, if you do this, just come out of the bear. Just like wear a bear costume or something, you know, and then you come out of the bear. It's for the viewers.
Good job, Cody's bear. All right, let's get into some overseas stuff. Bing.
Welcome to the News Hour. It was a day of expectation setting across several nations as President Trump prepares to meet Russia's Vladimir Putin in Alaska tomorrow. Both struck optimistic notes, but their first encounter of Mr. Trump's second term unfolds against the backdrop of Russia's war in Ukraine, now in its fourth year.
For his part, Ukrainian President Zelensky continued a tour of European capitals, drumming up support today in London. His fraught relationship with President Trump is no secret, but the two spoke yesterday alongside many European leaders in preparation for tomorrow's summit. As Nick Schifrin reports, the stakes are high and the odds of success may be long.
Today in the eastern Ukrainian city of Pokrovsk, a Russian tank obliterated what was already ruins. Rubble pounded further into dust. Making Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's meeting today with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer more urgent to discuss security guarantees for Ukraine and more than $1 billion worth of European weapons. The Europeans have rallied this week to press President Trump that any deal made with Putin start with a ceasefire, and only Zelensky will decide whether to swap land with Russia.
I think it's going to be very interesting. We're going to find out where everybody stands.
Today, President Trump admitted there's a 25% chance the summit would fail, but predicted the meeting would be a pivot point in history.
And if it's a bad meeting, it'll end very quickly. And if it's a good meeting, we're going to end up getting peace in the pretty near future.
Today, Russian President Vladimir Putin embraced the optimistic outlook.
The stage we are at with the current American administration, which, as everyone knows, is making, in my opinion, quite energetic and sincere efforts to stop hostilities.
Putin also envisioned normalizing relations with the U.S., including extending the final existing U.S.-Russia arms control treaty set to expire early next year. A cap on the number of Russian and American deployed nuclear warheads. Putin's top foreign policy advisor Yuri Ushakov today went further, saying Friday could expand U.S.-Russia economic ties.
An exchange of views is expected on further developing bilateral cooperation, including in the trade and economic sphere. I would like to note this cooperation has huge and unfortunately hitherto untapped potential.
But U.S. officials tell PBS NewsHour while President Trump is interested in those other topics, Friday is focused on ending the war in Ukraine.
For more on tomorrow's summit between President Trump and Putin, we turn to Dmitry Trenin.
I don't want to hear you, Dmitry. We ain't got to listen to Dmitry talk. The last thing I need is an opinion from a guy named Dmitry.
I hope they make a deal with NVIDIA or some shit. I know that makes no sense, but I have a lot of personal gain on the line.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask.
I just, I've been playing parlay, the stock market parlay, and
oh boy.
Sometimes you really need the parlay to hit. There's a lot riding on this parlay. That's all. We'll leave it at that. So I hope somehow they're involved in tomorrow's peace talks.
Wow.
There is also the potential that Zelensky can be Zelensky because he's already.
Oh, Zelensky's definitely gonna be a little midget bitch, like for sure. This isn't going anywhere. I don't think anything will go. And also, Putin's kind of a dickhead, so it doesn't help.
I mean, they both are. Putin and Zelensky both are.
And I mean, and Trump's an instigator, so I mean, it is a recipe for disaster. I don't see how that's gonna.
Yep.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
I can only see the summit going with Trump provoking both sides and them both just basically getting mad.
Listen. I know exactly how this summit's gonna go. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Fuck! Can we get AI to do a video on this?
We probably can actually.
Here we are. Yeah, there we go. I know how this is gonna go. I know exactly how this meeting is gonna go. First, he's gonna sit him down at a table, and he's gonna be like, "All right, boys, listen. You see this? This deck of cards? The ones that you ain't got? Stop it!" Like, I can see it going something like that. No, in honest to God truth, I don't know how we're supposed to feel about that summit, only because depending on the weather in Russia. That's how that summit goes. And then the next day it's depending on the weather in Russia. So it's like, I feel like this shit's gone on longer than it should be. Russia's given a lot of bodies to this. Their economy's been affected by it. They're fucking losing men. They're getting fucking nowhere.
I mean, Ukraine hasn't been doing the greatest either, but I think I don't know who's doing the worst, because I've seen a lot of the apparently military-age Ukrainian men that were left as that left the country as refugees and are just like chilling on a beach now.
I feel like Ukrainian has really nothing to lose. Like,
well, they keep getting support from other people, so that's why they're handling things. But if they didn't have support, they probably would have already crumbled.
I think when we discuss Russia, it's a little more like you got a little more to fucking lose there. It's not just countrymen. It's like,
yeah,
political world stance on the world stage.
That's true. Russia is a big player on the world stage, so.
Like, this is a giant country that is having a problem getting inside a significantly smaller country. So.
Well, they're already in it, technically.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like ending this, the conflict.
Right.
Giving a final end to this instead of just throwing bodies at it like a meat grinder. I don't know how the summit's going to fix this, but I know that the problems are, I think I'm going to go ahead and assume that both sides are very fucking tired of the problem. I just don't think that the summit's really going to do much to change that right now.
I think both sides are just run by retards. But, you know.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think enough speaking has happened yet. But I could be wrong. Maybe the summit goes extremely well. Who knows? Trump's ending wars before, right? Like, whatever. You know what, though? There's definitely a giant war going on. We might be in the beginning of the cold civil war. Have you heard of this yet?
The cold civil war?
Yes. Yes, the cold civil war. So, I'm going to play a bunch of videos that are going to explain this, but quick summary. Texas decided they wanted to remap Texas.
Oh, the redistricting.
Yep, they wanted to redistrict Texas.
So, the funniest thing I have to say about that is, it's funny how the Republicans go to redistrict a state once after it's been, I don't know how long since Republicans have ever tried to redistrict a state. I don't even remember the last time they did, but Democrats have done it how many times? And it wasn't even that long ago that they last did it. But it's really weird. It's really weird that they would be against it and actually, flee instead of just really weird.
Yeah, so
well, it's because Democrats gotta be drama queens, bro. They can't do anything normal. It's fucking clown. Oh my god.
It's only okay when they do it.
So, long story short, I'm gonna play a couple videos that'll.
Yeah, that is kind of a cold civil war, I guess.
But so Texas wants to remap. The big issue is, in order to remap, normally you gotta wait, and they only do it every decade. They're in the middle of a decade right now, so to remap requires, some legal discussions. Problem is Texas Democrats don't want to come to the table to have the discussion, so much so that they've bailed on the state.
Right, because it's not in their favor.
And Texas is the Texas Republicans and lawmakers are dealing with that situation. Meanwhile, other states that are red states are discussing the possibility of...
Oh my god, are we gonna fuck all of America? Oh my god, the cascade effect of this is fucking hilarious.
Red states are discussing the possibility of also redistricting.
What a shit show.
And this is, in turn, woken Gavin Newsom up in California, who is now definitively saying that if anybody fucking redistricts, California is going to redistrict to make sure to offset any changes made in the House. So,
say that explicitly.
Isn't that a crime to admit that?
That sounds like
that is it. It's exactly what he said.
If he said that, he's no better than Denims and Frogan. He just Denims and Frogan himself. Like, is this even fucking real?
Well, so much for his presidential run, huh?
They can't be this stupid, right? This is literally the Ethan Klein fucking Frogan lawsuit, like, to the T. Yeah, we might know why you're gonna do what you're gonna do, but you can't say it. You can't say this is the reason why. Like, this is amazing. I hope he said it.
I can't wait to show you the video because he says it, but I can't wait to show you how he justifies it.
This is gonna be amazing.
Oh my god. Alright, so let's get to it. Let's get to the scene.
Trump, you have no fucking testicles if you don't throw this man in jail. I need an arrest. I need an arrest, and this could be one. This is
It has been 1 week since dozens of state Democrats fled Texas to derail the
These people didn't get arrested either.
Vote to redraw congressional districts.
Why
It
no
would
one
urge
arrested?
Democrat-led states to act. Meanwhile, Republicans are raising the pressure to end the walkout. A judge ruled in favor of Texas's Attorney General Ken Paxton and blocked former Congressman Beto O'Rourke from financially supporting the protesting Democrats. Paxton is also suing to remove more than a dozen members from office. Omar Villafranca is in Texas with more on the redistricting push.
Okay, all right. Oust them from office.
The Texas State House tried to gavel
and
in for a
charge them
special
and throw them
session,
in
but
jail.
they did not have enough members for a quorum. More than 50 Democrats fled to other states to try to stall the Republican efforts to redraw congressional districts, which would give Republicans in the state of Texas and in Congress 5 more seats. Now, those Democrats went to other states like Illinois and Massachusetts. Texas Republicans, including Attorney General Ken Paxton, they're upset. The reps will be fined $500 a day for not showing up, and Paxton even issued civil arrest warrants for the Democrats. But experts say the civil warrants, not criminal, civil warrants, are only valid in the state of Texas. U.S. Senator John Cornyn said in a release the FBI is assisting, but the wording is important here, in locating the reps. And the FBI, when we reached out, won't comment on exactly what they're doing. Now, in retaliation, California Governor Gavin Newsom, a Democrat, says his state will look to redraw 5 congressional maps to favor Democrats to offset the Texas maps. There's also talks that Indiana and Florida are also considering redistricting maps before the midterm, which is, of course, raising the stakes. Now, Texas Republicans will try again on Monday to try to reconvene the House to see if they can get this going, but that will, of course, depend on if the Democrats show up in Austin. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay,
For CBS
so
Saturday morning, Omar
I want to
Villafranca
hear
in
the
Dallas.
words out of Gavin Newsom.
All right, no problem.
And the person who has brought us together for this fight of all fights is our friend, Governor
Look at this!
Gavin
Oh my
Newsom.
God, this guy is such a... Don't even... You might say whatever you about Trump being a fucking liar and a fucking scammer, but this is used cars fucking level scamming. Like, guys, please. Are you the same people buying the pills at the vape shops?
Thank all of you. In the spirit of that African proverb that Senator Padilla.
Oh my God!
And I look at all of you united in this cause, and I'm reminded where we are at this precious moment in time. We are in Los Angeles, the most diverse city.
Oh my God! DEI fucking governor!
And I've long believed that the world looks to us, to all of you, to see it as possible to live together and advance together and prosper together across every conceivable and imaginable.
I
It's
didn't.
what makes
Well,
LA great,
hold on.
what makes California
Let's be fair. Let's be fair. He does say they are the most diverse city. That is true. When you go there, their streets are covered in shit.
Like Bill's
What makes the United
pants.
States of America great is at our best. We don't tolerate our diversity. We celebrate our diversity. And it's a point of pride because we're all in this together. Where are we? At Democracy Center. And right outside, at this exact moment, are dozens and dozens of ICE agents.
Boo the law! Boo! Boo! Fuck the law! Boo!
Donald Trump and his minions, Tom Homan, tough guy, clearly decided, coincidentally or not.
You know what?
that this was
I'm
all
actually
taken
glad he's
to
this
dance ICE arrests.
insufferable. I'm
Indiscriminate,
actually,
perhaps,
I'm so happy this guy is
but
as
certainly indiscriminate when a 15-year-old
insufferable as
disabled
they
boy
make him
had
out.
a gun put to his head in Los Angeles trying to go to school just a few days ago.
Bunch of Karens in the background.
Welcome back, Pops.
I don't need to belabor this, except I want to level set. People are scared. People are fearful.
Why? Because you fucking don't arrest the criminals!
Alex Padilla. J.D. Vance's name is Alex Padilla, not Jose Padilla. That's the Vice President of the United States.
He even talks like a...
It's another museum so far away from us. Talks about those 53 days. Some of you know what I'm referring to. Wake up,
Oh
America.
my God, the
This is serious
fear-mongering,
moment.
the porn,
Wake up to what's going on.
African
Wake up to
proverbs, the
fear,
diversity.
anxiety.
You
Wake up to
really
what's
are.
happening, not just here in Los Angeles, where we saw our streets
Really are that
militarized. Our due process rights thrown out the window. You heard the word disappeared? I was with a 12-year-old boy born in Oxnard, California, whose mother and father were disappeared. 20 years going to the same packing facility every single day. He didn't even know how to get back into his own home, into his own house. And no brothers and sisters. He has now disappeared in an attempt to find his parents. That's Trump's America. That's the moment we're living in. So these are sober times. And so I'm deeply grateful to all of you for standing up and for being here today.
Bro, he
I'm
looks
grateful for all
cracked
the elected
out.
officials that are
He
here,
got-
members of Congress,
he
not
looks
just
like
our
he
two
did up
U.S.
your
senators,
stash.
to members of the California legislature for having the
His
courage of their
movements are
convictions, for
weird.
standing tall and standing firm, to recognize today is Liberation Day in the state of California. And as Senator Schiff said, Donald Trump, you have poked the bear. And we
Now
will
start.
fight back.
Now
Here's
start
the good
paying
thing about California,
attention.
folks. We're the size of 21 state populations combined. We're the fourth largest economy in the world. We're not a small, isolated state. I know they say don't mess with Texas. Well, don't mess with the great Golden State. And so we're here.
I need you to understand that you just compared people from fucking Austin to people from fucking San Francisco. All right?
Well, in a way, he's right because all the people from San Francisco have fled to Austin.
Like, Texas has got fucking San Antonio. You guys got Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is... Alright.
With our state of mind, with the clarity of our purpose and conviction, to recognize that we need to reconcile the world we live in. And we do have agency. We're not bystanders in this world. We can shape the future, and that's what we intend to do today. We're here because Donald Trump, on January 6th, tried to light democracy on fire, tried to wreck this country, tried to steal an election, as Alex just said, by trying to dial in for 11, almost 12,000 votes. And here we are, in open and plain sight, before one vote is passed in the 2026 midterm election. And here he is once again trying to rig the system. He doesn't play by a different set of rules. He doesn't believe in the rules. And as a consequence, we need to disabuse ourselves of the way things have been done. It's not good enough to just hold hands, have a candlelight vigil, and talk about the way the world.
Pay attention, Charles.
We have got to recognize the cards that have been dealt. And we have got to meet fire with fire. And we've got to be held to a higher level of accountability. So that's what this is about. It's not complicated. We're doing this in reaction to a president of the United States that called a sitting governor of the state of Texas and said, find me 5 seats. We're doing it in reaction to that act. We're doing it mindful of our higher angels and better angels. We're doing it mindful that we want to model better behavior as we've been doing for 15 years.
So hold on. I know technically they are doing it to get these 5 seats, but you notice how at least they phrase it, like they're saying they're actually, there's going to be like even more minority districts, and they're supposed to be more aligned with whatever excuse they use, right? It's an excuse. It's not saying like I'm literally doing this to rig it. This guy is literally admitting like, well, I'm doing it because they did it, by word for word. Fucking retard, please.
What he's not telling you, he's probably gonna lose seats doing this shit.
Well, no, not if they do some crazy shit like Illinois, where they do the squiggly line spaghetti-o thing, like, then they do whatever they want. And I mean, he literally says he's gonna do it in retaliation. It means I'm gonna rig it whatever way I want by no metrics.
Like I said, it's just crazy because we brought up Illinois, but Illinois back in 2011 literally did similar shit where they did mid-decade redistricting, and it was just not even a big deal.
Right?
What the governor of Texas said, that if they somehow come up with 5 seats in California, he's just going to come up with 10 seats in Texas.
I mean, yeah, at that point.
Okay. So they're all school children. Got it.
We're fucked. We're fucked because every state's gonna get redistricted. It's gonna be a wild toss-up before the midterms. It's crazy.
Can't stand back and watch this democracy.
I guess we all running for seats, boys.
Democracy disappear district by district all across this country, not just in Texas, but in Missouri, where J.D. Vance went just a week ago, in Indiana, in places like Ohio, in places like Florida. We need to stand up, not just California. Other blue states need to stand up.
Oh, here we go. Everybody rig it. Everybody rig. Hey, buddy. Yes, I just want to inform Gavin that I don't know if he saw the election map, but
no, he didn't. He really didn't.
Well, hold on. Look, this is the perfect opportunity since we're trying to push for Monkey for president. Monkey, you just need to move over to one of the red areas in California when they redistrict. Then you run for a seat. You start your political career. There you go.
Dude, the whole middle of the state of California is red.
I was about to say the north and the middle part is more red than blue. So
he's gonna make each Democrat's house a district. I think that's his plan. That's the only way he can pull it off.
I'm running on a simple platform. Make America attitude again. I want the 90s back.
Oh, God. We need the 90s back.
Partners in the legislature. It's a tall task. We're asking them for 2/3. The legislative consent, but this is the difference. This is the difference between what's happening in Texas and what's happening here in California.
That you're literally doing it to your baby.
But then quietly go in the back room and start drawing maps.
Why are we listening to this guy for this long?
We're doing precisely the opposite. We're working through a very transparent, temporary, and public process. We're putting the maps on the ballot, and we're giving the power to the people. This will be the first redistricting.
You're literally saying you're going to rig your map because you want
We're trying to raise the standards.
How is that?
And these guys are not playing by any set of rules.
Doesn't matter when your people are getting deported.
You're missing the best part. It's going to be their decision, the Californians' decision. Those are the guys. Those are the guys that are going to choose to fuck the rest of the fucking country. That's who we trust. That's how he's selling it to you. I'm not doing it. It's not going to be me like Texas just going in with a bunch of lawmakers and just deciding. No, I'm gonna leave it up to the communists that live in my estate. They'll decide it for me. Like,
it's a cute thought, but yes, congratulations, you can redistrict California, but I don't know, man. Maybe he just didn't see the election map. Like, there's a lot of red states. Let me tell you, and even the states that are blue are just red states with blue cities. Like, there's only really so much you can work with, buddy.
I will say this: if Ron DeSantis says he's gonna do something, bro, you can bet your fucking ass.
It's hilarious.
If this starts becoming a redistricting war, Ron DeSantis is gonna find 100 seats in Florida.
Really need to do it that much, honestly.
No, dude. Actually, I might push back on that because maybe in this next. Do you know how many fucking New Yorkers just came down here in the last 5 years?
Yeah, but I feel like those at least are the smarter ones.
They're the Republican New Yorkers. Yes, get us some more seats. Let's go. Those are the guys that left the Exodus and fucking bro. We gotta counteract fucking what they're gonna do. They're basically gonna turn New York into Russia.
I will say the majority of them were the red New Yorkers, but there are a fair bit of blue New Yorkers that just it got too crazy for them. But there are still some of them that still for some reason believe the policies and ideals that turned the city and everything to that.
Sure, we got plenty of those.
I bowl with 5 of them.
There you go.
He's not lying. The
But you know what? You know what? This is gonna go very bad for Gavin Newsom.
Oh, indeed.
So much for that press, dude. When this falls on his face, his presidential bid is fucked.
I mean, look at the LA riots, all this fucking drama, and then Trump brought his people, and then they cried about it, and then the problem got fixed. Imagine that.
Yep. He's fucked, but it's okay. All right. I've had enough of Gavin Newsom for one day.
Please.
Thank God.
Going into our next topic, we have found out that Big Balls actually has big balls.
Big Balls got fucking beat up the other day, man.
Bro, Big Balls has set a chain of events like no other.
True.
But he may have taken a beating, but he did something quite
At the end of it, he's gonna he may have lost that battle, but he's definitely gonna win that fucking war.
I wouldn't even say he lost the battle because he achieved the goal that he went for.
Lady,
so
right?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
From Doge was very badly hurt last night. You saw that.
President Trump is threatening to take over Washington, D.C. after a Doge whiz kid was beaten up by carjackers.
The infamous Doge Lieutenant Big Balls was just jumped in D.C.
Bro, this is the
19-year-old
I love that we get to do this again, by the way. Just Big Balls.
Edward Korstein, a.k.a. Big Balls, a name he chose as a joke for his LinkedIn account, was...
What? He did that shit for his LinkedIn. Yeah, that is some shit.
a bloody mess.
Like, that's not a fuck, bro. That's like way funnier than logging into Zoom for court as Buttfucker 5000 because Zoom, that's totally acceptable of a name for Zoom.
Right.
But dude,
LinkedIn
Big
is a
Balls for
professional
LinkedIn?
profile site. Like,
holy shit. Big Balls, dude.
After cops say he fought off a gang of teens attempting to steal his girlfriend's car.
Who's Big Balls?
Korstein was hailed a boy genius when he dropped out of college to join Elon Musk's Doge squad to cut government costs.
One of our initiatives is to root out fraud and waste.
And today, his old boss is praising his bravery. A gang of about a dozen young men tried to assault a woman in her car, Musk says on social media. Edward ran to defend her and was severely beaten to the point of concussion, but he saved her. Carjacking is an epidemic in D.C.
Damn it.
51% of the perpetrators are juveniles. And
God,
cops say 2 15-year-olds beat up Big Ball.
51% of carjackers in D.C.
Whoa, guys, calm down, hold on, whoa, crime rate has been down 30% in DC.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
We solved the crime. We solved the crime. Crime, what crime?
Yeah!
Crime
No, that's how they solved it! They can't report the fucking underage kids! Ah, they got
to
it.
be fair, I mean, come on, it's not the police chief's fault that they were caught, you know, manipulating data a few months back, and that's why they had to get removed.
Whoopsie.
A year ago, my niece was shot. The beating is sparking an outcry over violence in D.C.
This is a serious crime. A mile from the White House. This isn't a joke.
All right, so that's what happened to Big Balls.
And this,
So this is
mother
what
that's
hap-
speaking right now, that's the person, her son is the one that got killed over in
Alright.
D.C., the intern.
All right, we'll finish this then.
Tamara Jackam's son Eric, a 21-year-old congressional intern, was caught in the crossfire of a shootout in June and killed. Now the president is warning D.C.'s mayor, Muriel Bowser, to crack down or he will.
And either they're going to straighten their act out in terms of government and in terms
Well,
of protection.
I think we know the answer to what happened next.
Well,
turns
funny.
out the Democrat didn't do shit.
Funny you should ask.
As of midnight, federal officers and the National Guard are now supposed to be patrolling D.C. streets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as ordered by the president. Our Melissa Kim is at Union Station right now, where the Guard.
And people are like, this is tyrannical. And my whole response is,
you can see those members of the National Guard that you mentioned in uniform right behind
oh,
me
she was
outside
very
Union
Asian.
Station here with their Humvees.
All right,
They've
wait,
been
wait,
walking
pause
around
a
and
second,
patrolling
pause a
out.
second.
So
I already know where this is going to go next, by the way. The liberals are now going to say, look, martial law.
Oh my
tyranny,
God, dude.
Government takeover.
Dude, funny you should say that.
That's
'cause-
basically what they've been
What's that
saying.
you guys? Where's the protest for this? Are they protesting the police?
Yes.
Because of the crime! Or do you live maybe in your nice little fucking gated club access?
He's saying that shit with a Starbucks.
I was about to say the irony.
I already fucking know where this guy doesn't have to worry about the crime. He's at his fucking little nice fucking gated community, very nice side of town, has a little Starbucks in his hand, is clearly
His little
fat,
hipster
like,
bracelet.
Yeah. So of course, fuck the police.
Why are you even here for an hour? Then I'm gonna go back into my Tesla, drive home to my gated community, and kiss my white wife.
Or boyfriend.
Or
I was about to say boyfriend with how he looks there.
Remember, sometimes they have wives and then also the boyfriend.
I want you to show your face.
Well, the wife has a boyfriend, not them.
This is an unmoderated subreddit, right?
This is the same guy
He's just missing the
that told
fedora
you...
and the neckbeard.
This guy is a definite redditor.
Well, hold up, wait.
I want you to show your face.
This is the same guy that told you to put on a mask in 2020.
This guy might be shitting his pants, just like them.
Like, do you look yourself in the mirror and think I did a good job today?
What are you doing, you fucking fruitcake? God damn.
Trying to get
Typical mentally fucking retarded
There's
Karen.
a random search right now. They've pulled over about 6 cars. We've seen 2 people get detained, one by ICE, one by the police. Taken, no rhyme or reason.
And I just want to tell people.
No rhyme or reason.
She knows.
Continue.
She knows.
Yes,
She
that
knows
is
all
what
the
it
details of
seems
the
like,
investigation.
so we're trying to get people.
Is that not obstruction of justice, aiding and abetting? Like, is that not
Yes.
something? Like, what is that?
Well,
That's
this-
obstruction of justice.
This one, I guess. This one, I don't. I wouldn't say. This one's a difficult
Interfering
one
with
because.
an investigation.
But is it
with
necessarily
police work?
interfering with? Is it necessarily because people just don't have to listen to her either? She's just standing on the side of the road shouting.
Public disturbance? Okay.
So they turn left so that nobody drives down the street and doesn't have to be wrongfully removed.
Not one car turned left.
Nope.
Not one car turned left.
No one cared about these people anymore. It's my favorite part. They're so mentally insane. They don't.
Oh,
realize
hey,
they're-
guys, if you haven't heard, good news. We're on 3 months of 0 illegal crossings on the border now in a row.
Crazy how that happened. You didn't need a bill or anything. That's crazy.
Imagine.
It's like almost magic. It's like almost like they just decided not to come anymore.
All right.
Saw some U.S. Capitol Police officers patrolling this area as well, which is pretty typical, by the way. But earlier today, I spoke to Natalie Eldridge, who lives near 14th and W Streets in Northwest. That's where a controversial traffic checkpoint took
You
place
can already
last
tell
night.
by looking
One
at her.
person was taken away by police, but we did not know why just yet. And Natalie says it was a typical Wednesday night until she heard loud voices outside of her window. When she went to check things out, she said she saw approximately a dozen officers conducting that traffic checkpoint on 14th Street. She also saw close to 100 of her neighbors lining the sidewalks, chanting at the officers, as you can hear, to get off of their streets. Natalie describing the situation as tense and says this isn't the solution to combating crime.
Oh, hey, look at
Police officers
that.
on streets.
Pleasantly surprised.
You know, are you just going to arrest people and then what? Are you finding out like the root cause of why people are stealing? Are you finding out, you know, why
Because they're
people are
criminals.
experiencing homelessness?
They're pieces of shit.
In our city.
The root
And
cause.
Okay, I was
They're
pleasantly
stealing out of
surprised.
necessity.
Right. I was pleasantly surprised for a second because I was like, you can already tell by looking at her where she's going to go view-wise. But then it flipped a little bit with like, okay, this is not the way to combat. But then, and then it goes back to, okay, her ideology comes out. It's like, all right, yep, there we go.
Yep, there it is.
Now, here's a guy who knows how to take advantage of the situation. Which is why that last laugh went to big balls.
No, big balls.
Yeah.
Mr. President, earlier today, the Washington, D.C. police chief issued an executive order allowing Metropolitan police officers conducting traffic stops to notify federal immigration and customs enforcement about undocumented immigrants they encounter. Yet the city has a long-standing pro-immigration policy, including allowing non-citizens to vote.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, basically.
Right. Did your administration pressure the D.C. police chief to review and repeal these policies? And will you require
Of course, he's the fucking president.
similar policies to avoid possible federal takeover of local law?
So what you're saying is that it was a very positive thing. When they stop people, they find they're illegal, they report them, they give them to us, etc. That's a very positive thing. I have heard that. It just happened. That's a great step. That's a great step that they're doing. Yeah, I think that's going to happen all over the country. We want to stop.
What are you going to do about this thing that's
Democrats are
happening?
strong in this
Oh,
issue.
that's actually great. It's going to keep happening until morale improves.
Sir, did you know that in DC right now, while we are speaking,
there's a lot of illegals.
They are arresting illegals?
Just innocent illegals.
Yeah, good. Like that's.
No, I didn't know that.
Did you miss?
Make sure we double on that right away.
Did you miss the last 6 months?
Sir, did you know that they're arresting illegals and deporting them and doing, stopping crime and everything in DC? Yeah, I know, because we're the greatest. I told them to do it, and they're gonna keep doing it. Let's go, MAGA.
They won't be able to do it. I think this is a bigger issue than all of the other ridiculous things that they like open borders. Well, open borders is bad. Open borders has
Yeah, backtrack that shit.
allowing millions and
Whoa,
millions,
whoa,
I think
whoa.
24 million people were allowed to come into our country. Many of these people from prisons, from jails, from mental
I love it. He's
institutions.
still fucking using the same line.
This is the Biden policy.
I mean, he's not
It's
wrong,
gotta
though.
memorize.
He got it so down. It's fucking hilarious.
Very beautiful desk. The resolute
It's not
desk.
hard to forget the truth.
Radical left lunatics who were smart, but radical left. And I'm very happy to hear what you just said, because I've heard that.
Sir,
Did you know?
they're arresting the illegals. Great. Yes.
Yep.
It's kind of it's what I was hoping for. Yeah.
We're actually killing two birds with one stone. Awesome.
The one thing that I will say, to be fair, because this is a fair podcast, all right? Don't let anybody tell you, viewer, that this is not a fair podcast, that we are not good faith on this podcast while we put up pictures of shitty boxers. We are upstanding citizens. So I will say that they have come off of the criminals first policy, at least in DC. Maybe in other places there's still criminals first. In DC, it's, well, we're here now, so let me see your ID. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not particularly prioritizing anybody over anybody. If they run into you, you're an illegal. You went to work that day, you're an illegal. You're probably getting picked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I will say
If I
that in
wasn't
good faith.
illegal, it's crazy that you'd be like in the Capitol with all the fucking United States fucking federal officers are, you know?
I will say, at least in DC, there is now, from everything that I'm understanding, not really a distinction between if you've been a criminal or an upstanding citizen as an illegal immigrant. Your ass is getting picked up and deported. And post haste. So if you want to blame anybody, if there's anybody that I would blame today, if there's anybody that I would definitely not beat up for any reason, I definitely wouldn't beat up for any reason the people that beat up Big Balls, because they're the people that did this to you. Like, for as mad as you're going to be at a Republican today, had they just left Big Balls alone.
Yep. That's
You
the
know?
moral of the story, yeah. Don't mess with big balls.
His balls are too fucking big.
You know, you beat up big balls, and now you got the fucking martial law you were crying about. Good job. This is actually on you guys.
So, Charles, I wanted to answer a question that you asked like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we're answering it so late. But you asked, how are they reacting in D.C. to all of this stuff that's been going on? And I was like, hey, don't worry, I'm going to show you. Have you heard of the Subway sandwich attack?
I did see that pop up on my X feed, yes. This is actually the most amazing thing I have seen, because it's the I mean, play it out, but this is art, and whoever filmed this, fucking props to the cameraman.
Yeah, for real. This one is.
Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox, 2:32 on the East Coast, 11:32 on the West Coast. I do want to get you to a developing story that we have been following, as a Justice Department employee has been fired and charged with a felony after investigators
he was an employee?
him as the man
He
seen
took
in
his
this
whole
He was a DOJ employee.
A DOJ employee. That's wild.
God, even better. I thought he was a Subway employee. No, I did.
Throwing a Subway sandwich at a federal officer. The footage obtained by our Fox 5 DC station shows the incident earlier this week during a confrontation in downtown Washington, D.C. Court documents allege the man is now former DOJ employee Sean Dunn, and that he yelled profanities at a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent before hurling at him. And then
Bro, he's fast, by the way. Not gonna lie, for a white guy though. For a balding white guy.
If you touch any law enforcement officer, we will come after you. I just learned that this defendant worked at the Department of Justice no longer. Not only is he fired, he has been charged with a felony. This is an example of the deep state we have been up against for 7 months as we work to refocus DOJ.
Oh my God, oh no!
I don't know, Bondi. I don't know. You saying that doesn't really sound the most. I don't know.
Okay. Let me like Pam Bondi speak to this, because she does make a point. I see where she's getting at, right? Like,
she does, but you can't tell me that.
Woke fucking deep state injection. I get it. I get that part. But now,
I don't know if that DEI woke stuff was really deep state, but
that they've been fighting against. Now they're creating the scenario. I know how this all gonna circle back. I know all of you know how this gonna circle back. It was always about Epstein. It's always about distancing ourselves from Epstein, and how all of this. And the problem is, you saw how mentally unstable that guy was. Like, you know, like they got the perfect alibi. Be like, you know what? We tried to get the Epstein files, but you see the crazy people. The crazy people, which are coincidentally very crazy, they took the Epstein files from us. So it's them. It's not us. So okay, I see your game, Pamela Bondi. I see your game.
Details on the developing
Pamela
story. Meanwhile, joining us for the show is the
Bondenstein.
president of West Coast Trial Lawyers, and he's a former federal prosecutor. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today.
Of course, Josh. Thanks for having
me. All right. So, I just want to say that I always knew, from not only working there for a short time, but also having
Somewhere
my
in the
wife,
Department of Justice.
having my wife work there for the short time, and also dealing with a lot of people that have worked there, I can confirm that yes, Subway is a part of the deep state. All right? And they really don't like the police.
Well, why do you think most bases have a subway on them?
Oh,
Yep, dude. Listen, they put agents in those peppers. I'm just saying, like, if you've had a Subway sandwich, you're probably...
Man, it's been years since I had a Subway sandwich. I know, like, a lot of the nation can't relate, but, you know, we have pub subs down here, so, like, there's literally never a reason to go to Subway. Like, it's been years since I've gone to Subway. God,
I'll be honest with you, even if you don't have a Publix, as long as it's like a Firestone or something, there's no reason. I mean, not Firestone, Firehouse. That's what it is. Yeah, Firehouse or something. There's no reason to go to a Subway. If all you have is Subway, I feel very sorry for you.
You want me to ruin Subway for you?
We still have
Forever?
Quiznos.
Forever. I will ruin Subway for you forever. I've never been on a closing shift to Subway, so I never knew this. Because again, morning guy always. So, I've picked up my wife a few times for her closing shifts when she works Subway. The closing procedure, I'm not going to tell you the whole procedure. I'm just going to tell you how they close the vegetables.
The vegetable, okay.
All right, how they put away the vegetables. They take this metal cover.
Yep.
You know where all the vegetables are? They just slide it over the vegetables. That's it.
Well, that's how they used to do it. They changed
them up and put them back.
They changed it up a little bit now. That's how they used to do it. Now the individual containers have a lid, and then they slide over it's not a slide. It's not a slide anymore. It's a hood. It's a hood thing they pull down.
They don't wrap the vegetables and put them back. Those are gonna be the vegetables that you eat tomorrow.
Yep.
Nah, bro. At least fucking public.
You know, eat fresh. That is an entire fucking lie. All right. Your chances are, especially if you didn't get your sandwich afternoon, the tuna that you ate was made yesterday. Right? The vegetables were cut yesterday or the day before.
To be fair, the vegetable part isn't necessarily that bad because it is kept in a refrigerated thing and everything. The tuna and stuff, that one's a bit bad. It's like, especially when the motto is eat fresh, it's like, come on now. But there are times I can say that if you do look at the vegetables, they will leave them past the time that they will be fresh as well. So you have to make sure of what day they do their restocks and everything.
The bread ain't bread. I don't know how else to tell you that. The bread ain't bread. It's like these sticks of dough. It ain't bread. It's weird.
Cheap as that bread. Go to Publix, get a fresh. You can choose your bun. That soft roll is to die for.
Yep. They cut the shit in front of you. Yeah.
Chicken tendies all sliced up.
If you live in Florida and you eat Subway, you are a fucking retard.
Yeah. I don't even know why Subway even has chains down here.
All right.
Oh, it's the same people buying the pills from the vape shop.
Yeah, there you go.
So Publix bread, it's baked fresh daily. I mean, it's similar to Subway bread, though, the way it's prepared initially. I've worked in the Publix deli.
It ain't bread. All right. We never got to cut. There was so much shit in our last episode because we were gone for 2 weeks.
Yes.
We didn't cover something that was like one of the most major things that happened that week. Thankfully, though, there was an update on the situation so we could circle back and we could talk about that fucking crazy ass fight that happened in Cincinnati. Yeah, so let me give you guys.
Is this the one where the woman got like knocked out and the other guy? Okay.
Let me give you guys a refresher. That way you guys can see it for the first time.
War!
Yeah, they just straight up gang up on this man and sucker punch the woman.
Why do they always...
And they're kicking his head, which is literally intent to kill.
The Boondocks explained this a long time ago.
It's one of those moments.
One of those moments.
People keep doing the stomp to the head, which is intent to kill.
So, okay, so wait, did they arrest every single one of these motherfuckers?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Love it. Oh, dude's cooked. My boy's concussed.
Super concussed, dude.
Two
I'm surprised he doesn't have a brain bleed.
Oh, shit! My boy drunk!
Drunk? No, he's fucking knocked out, dude.
Shut your walls down.
Well, I mean, this is the type of culture that these people are from, the savage-like
Pay
culture.
attention to flowers. Pay attention to flowers.
Oh, of course, the fat ghetto bitch. That's the start.
She is gone. She is out like a light, dude. Bleeding out the mouth.
Oh, she gets fucking charged with intentional fucking murder.
That was a guy that hit her.
The guy, yeah, it was a guy that sucker punched her that actually knocked her out. Yes.
She never saw that punch coming, bro. That punch hit her right on the button. You saw it right in the fucking lips, bro. Right on the button.
She got seriously messed up from all that.
Part. We all saw the ratchet part. Give me the good deeds.
All right, so here's the aftermath.
New developments in the downtown brawl making national headlines and drawing the attention of state leaders.
Today, the 6 people arrested already were indicted. They were accused of getting violent, and tonight all of those suspects are now facing upgraded charges.
And more breaking news in that case tonight. Cincinnati police releasing body camera video showing how they responded about 10 or 12 minutes later to the violent assault. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Mike Darden.
Good evening to you. I'm Sheree. Victims wearing torn clothes are on camera telling their side to officers. Our WLWT News host Karen Johnson watched the videos and is live now to walk us through what they show. Hi, Karen.
Yeah, hey, Sheree. The footage is from 2 of the responding officers' body cameras. It's about 27 minutes long, and all of the victims appear to be standing near each other when the police officers arrive and approach them.
Hello. Anybody need the fire department?
Anybody need the fire department? That's a question the officer asked these men, some who we know are victims, multiple times. No one said they did.
Are you okay? Do you need the fire department? No, I don't need the fire department. I'm 62 years old.
White?
I got What led up to the fight?
Don't really know. Dude, it just out of the bar and they just got crazy.
Holly, the one victim who has spoken publicly about her injuries, can be seen in the background of these videos on her phone. We do not see her interact with officers directly. As for what started the assault, here's what one witness said.
We were right here standing, waiting for a lift. And these guys want to start with a 62-year-old man. And because they were messing with a 62-year-old man, he jumps in because he's 62.
That 62-year-old also gave a statement.
So what do you recall?
They were going after other people, and I tried to protect my girls. And there was one guy that just went nuts, and all of a sudden, there was other people that hit me from blindside. And I'm an old man, I'm 62.
There it is.
I don't know where they're at. Okay. So I couldn't see. I can't see at all.
So you saw a fight going on, and you tried to...
Yes.
Okay, and then you got struck?
Yes, sir.
That's 1, 2. And several witnesses
Nice.
told police that nothing happened inside the bar, that everything happened after they left the bar. And one other thing I want to address, because we keep getting questions, we keep getting asked about it, is, in the other video, one of the other videos circulating online, you do see the man in white slap somebody else. People are still asking why
Okay, they
hasn't
do
been
cover
charged,
that.
even if it doesn't rise
These
to the
people
level
need to
of
get
felony.
charged with a
The
hate
city
crime.
solicitor's office, yes, they could still charge with a misdemeanor. I asked about that today and was told it's all still under investigation. Reporting live tonight, Karen Johnson, WLWT News Live.
We need to even the playing field.
We have new developments in the downtown brawl making national
Oh,
headlines.
wait. We just saw that. Sorry.
So, yeah.
So another
Is
update,
there-
if you haven't heard, was I think it was Benny Johnson started a fund for the woman because she ended up having major issues like from that situation, and it ended up like getting a whole lot of traction.
Do we have any video on that?
Which one?
The woman that got sucker punched.
What
I
did
think
she
it was
say?
no, I think it was Benny Johnson. If you know him from the the one political commentator guy. I think he started like a GoFundMe or something, or someone on the right started a GoFundMe for her, and it like
Oh,
got a lot of
that's-
traction.
Okay, that's fucking cool. Hold on, I'm looking for one of the videos that I have, but I don't think I'm gonna see it. There was one of the late, I guess, the police chief's response, but it came back to that one video, and I'm not seeing it again. Oh wait, here we go. Found it.
And here to live now from Fox. I'm Andy Mack. Let's take you right now out to Cincinnati, and many of you might have seen some videos circulating on social media about a major brawl over the weekend there. There's a post from the New York Post saying a disturbing video showing a woman knocked out cold by a jeering crowd in the wild Cincinnati street brawl. We're hearing from officials now on the ground in Ohio. Let's listen into this.
a.m.
Oh,
First
right,
officers
her.
were on the
Oh,
scene
jeez.
at 3:12 a.m. Based on the body cam footage that I've watched, that response time is completely acceptable because the downtown area still had traffic congestion from.
I want you to know that those police were called when the guy first started getting jumped.
Yep.
Like, being the most gracious, because I'm sure knowing drunk white people that they were called well before that. But just being gracious, let's just say they were definitely called the moment that guy started getting jumped. So all of that time that we saw was the appropriate response time for a busy downtown street. Like, okay.
No,
Right?
that doesn't make sense. There
Oh.
should have been officers already on that street.
2 minutes is a fucking eternity. People can die in 2 minutes. A whole shooting can happen in 2 minutes.
all of the events. Upon arrival, the fight was over with. The fight was over
What's
with
up?
when the officers arrived. And the majority of the participants were gone. The officers did exactly what they are trained to do. They gathered information from the victims that were still at the scene to complete an offense report. I will tell you, at this time, we have victims and suspects identified, and we have charged 5 people in this offense. I'm not going to release that information to you. I will say, if individuals were down there and participated in this event, it would be in their best interest to come turn themselves in at one of our police districts. We have 5 we have charged and anticipate more.
Huh, well, that sounds likely.
Let me be clear. Anyone who put their hands on another individual during this incident in an attempt to cause harm will face consequences. I don't care which side of the incident or the fight they were on. If they place their hands on somebody in an attempt to cause harm, that is unacceptable. This is still an open investigation.
Interesting
and all
wording.
potential charges are being investigated for everyone involved. All investigative tools and techniques are on the table, including, were some of these individuals overserved at some local establishments? It is clear to us that alcohol played a significant part in this incident. I want to thank every citizen who has come forward and provided us with information. Some of those tips have led to the charges being signed.
Oh, so are we gonna blame it on the alcohol?
We're going to blame it on anybody except for cops that should have been 30 seconds away because they're in a downtown
Well,
population.
no. Remember, that's 2 minutes. That's such an appropriate response. What are you talking about?
An appropriate response to a house call, bro.
Yeah.
That's that.
I know, that was sarcasm.
I know. We've all been in a downtown area. Like half of us are DJs.
Yes, there are literally swarms of police always during the busiest times of a downtown area.
Yeah, downtown.
You can't turn your head and not see a cop.
Yeah, downtown here has cops like.
Most of the time, we would leave the rave clubs. There would be cops around the corner just sitting there and like chilling. Are you serious? Like
2.5 minutes is an insane, and that's all we know. For fuck no, that's longer because the video is only 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes is a fucking eternity for a downtown area for that woman to come up on and fix her lips to say some shit. Like, that was an appropriate response time for what the fuck we just saw. That's insane.
Anything else will make them look bad.
Yeah, it already. I don't think that makes it look any better.
And kind of like an ambush. That is what happened in Cincinnati. A detective describing last weekend's violent street brawl. 3 of those suspects appeared in court yesterday on charges of felony.
This, by the way, is a politician, a real winner we're about to see.
Assault and aggravated riot. Nate Foy is live from New York City with the latest on this story. Hi, Nate.
Hey, Aisha. For the first time, we're seeing pictures of the injured female victim after she got sucker punched in the face during that brawl. And Senator Bernie Moreno describes her as Holly. He says that she gave him permission to share the following pictures that you're about to see. And I warn you, they are disturbing. So take a look here. Holly's recovering from a concussion and various facial injuries. Senator Moreno said he thought Holly was dead when he first saw the video. Now take another look here. She gets knocked out by a man in the middle of the fight. What started the fight is still unknown, but Cincinnati Councilwoman Victoria Parks appeared to blame the victims, commenting on a Facebook video, quote, "They begged for that beatdown. I am grateful for the whole story." Now, we've reached out to the councilwoman for comment. So far, she hasn't responded, but according to...
What a fucking retard.
Yeah, and she was even called out online about that, and it doesn't seem like she really seemed to care.
You know, J.D. Vance's brother is running for office there now.
Oh, cooked.
Cooked. Super cooked. Okay, so this is today's update, by the way, Charles.
Stories, one violent night, and prosecutors calling last month's melee downtown a vicious and violent attack. Defense attorneys say it was a drunken brawl.
Yeah, and today 5 of the 6 defendants went before the judge today for the first time since those indictments. WLWT News Karen Johnson.
There's in total 7 right now.
Okay.
Live for us outside of the courtroom with more on exactly what happened today. Hi, Karen.
Yeah, hey, sure. You know, Judge Allen
It's always just a drunken brawl when there's 15 people attacking 2 to 3. Yep.
Yeah, they were just so drunk they attacked
No, it's a drunken brawl because it's one way. Another way.
Oh yeah, I know. Of course, it would have been a hate crime, the opposite. Well, even if it was less people opposite attacking others, it would have just been a hate crime.
aggravated rioting.
Like
One defense
Dickless.
attorney said, please make sure
Hey,
that you
in all
consider
fairness, the white dude's the one that started it by slapping the black guy.
The video shows when some of the individuals go on the ground, Mr. Merriweather walks away.
Martinez Merriweather was the first to be arraigned today. He is the one who's actually out on bond in a separate weapons case when the downtown assault took place. Judge Triggs kept his
Which,
bond.
even so, if he started it, I mean, that deserves a simple, quick retaliation in response, or you just, call the cops and file for assault. But
Definitely doesn't mean
you don't stomp on someone's head like 3, 4, or 5 times.
I'm not. Hey guys, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it wasn't the white dude
No,
that
I'm not saying you
started it.
are.
It was the white dude that started it.
And besides,
I was just saying, even if it was, that wouldn't be like an appropriate response to stomp on someone's head 4 to 5 times. I was just saying that. It wasn't like saying it against
Even
that you were
then-
making that claim.
Not the whole crowd, maybe the one dude, but not the whole crowd.
yeah, even then, shoot the ones, dude. Why did you need 15 fucking people to do
Yeah,
that?
Right.
you did. No, I'm not.
That was just
And
ridiculous.
are allowed to post 10%. Aside from the bond issue, we also heard more details about what allegedly happened from the prosecutor. Defense attorneys, though, disagreed with the prosecutor's story.
Throughout the short duration of this case, several defense counsels said that racial epithets were thrown at these people. That was 1 minute and 47 seconds into this brutal beatdown. Were the words said? Yes. Were they inappropriate? Absolutely. But these poor people were being assaulted, stomped, WWE style elbow drops onto cages.
He said he hit him with the fucking flying elbow, dude.
He's like, I saw Brock Lesnar come back.
He grabbed him and took the suplex.
5 Seth Rollins curb stomps in that video, dude.
Hit him with a haymaker.
Is that you have in Cincinnati time and time again, this case is being treated differently and inappropriately because of race and people trying to acquire and obtain political gain for the selfish reasons.
And
Poor lady
prosecutors
got
also
Superman
addressed that
punch.
slap today, the slap that everyone is talking about, the one where you see the white guy slapping one of the defendants, Jermaine Matthews, and the prosecutor said that actually happened 47 seconds into the assault. The prosecutor said it happened after one of the victims was assaulted. Reporting live downtown, Karen Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Ho, 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 ho. There's something I didn't know today.
I didn't know that either.
Wait, what did it say? I didn't fully get that. I just...
The start of this was not that guy slapping the black dude. The guy slapping the black dude happened like almost a minute into him already starting to be assaulted by those people.
Yeah, I was talking about that just a little while ago. I was saying, but I was just saying, even if he started it with the slap, it didn't warrant the response that he got and everything. But no, yeah, it started a minute before that.
Problem is that seems like black dudes don't fight alone.
They never do.
Never, ever.
People in the hood do not fight alone. It's not just a black thing. Just people in the hood in general do not fight alone.
I would have to... I would mostly agree.
Dude,
I would mostly agree. Because I can say I've seen people I've seen black people outside of the hood that would still gang up on other people, but I have seen, while not just always black people from the hood, it has been mostly people from the hood that would do the gang up tactics. But I have seen some people that have been mostly like white or not black that have been more like solo fighters from the hood. But it is mostly gang up.
Degenerate white people.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, of course. Of course,
think
it's mostly
just-
gang up
it's,
though.
it's where you're raised.
Complete. Karen, I'm also
Yeah,
wondering, what about that
it
sixth
really
suspect?
is.
I believe his name is Patrick Roseman. When is he going to be arraigned?
Yeah, Sheree, some of you may remember he's the one who was actually arrested in Georgia near Atlanta. He was supposed to be brought back to Hamilton County, and everyone was hoping he was going to be arraigned today with the others. However, he was not yet extradited to Hamilton County. They are hoping, though, he is sometime between now and tomorrow, and he can get arraigned sometime tomorrow.
All right, Karen Johnson.
Throw him under the jail. Throw him super under the jail. That should.
The one black dude co-cocked that girl, bro. Like knocked her the fuck out.
That girl wasn't doing shit, but like trying to break the fight.
I know.
She was like 1,000% not a threat for that to even happen. She didn't see that punch even coming, dude. She was looking completely not in that direction. Got fucking walloped. But it's okay, Charles. because they won't get their due justice. They'll probably get a couple years.
If that.
DC too? Fuck.
I mean, Cincinnati, and we already know that it's going to, they're going to be mostly, it's going to be like either just a slap on the wrist or just a little bit of a bit more than a slap on the wrist, but it's not going to be anything major.
So, depending on who you asked this morning or this afternoon, there was a letter to the Smithsonian, and the context of the letter, depending on who you ask, they will summarize it one of two ways. Either they're trying to make sure that the Smithsonian is getting it right, and other people are saying that they're just trying to change the history to make America look good, and the Smithsonian exhibits that they're covering America on.
Yeah, I heard about this. And it's like all over basically one word.
Yeah.
But did we all talk about the Kennedy Center and KISS being inaugurated and all that?
No, what was that about?
You didn't hear what yesterday? That Trump had a thing for the Kennedy Center, and they nominated 5 people as honorary whatever for the Kennedy Center, and it was like George Straits, Sylvester Stallone, Gloria Gaynor, and KISS.
What?
So,
What?
yeah. And they're actually going to do some ceremony and perform there at the Kennedy Center. You didn't hear about that?
No, I haven't heard about it.
I sent you a link, Rick.
I probably hadn't clicked that.
You never read my text. Ever.
No, I probably hadn't clicked that particular link.
Disappointing.
Isn't the Kennedy Center a fucking space station? Am I not?
No, the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C.
I was about to say, am I not getting that right? I feel like I'm thinking of a completely different building.
No.
There is a Kennedy space station, correct?
Yeah, but this is the Kennedy Performance Center in D.C.
I'm just making sure. Yeah. All right. I get it. I don't. No, I did not hear.
I was super
Don't worry, you were
stoked
close. You just needed to switch one word.
Yeah. Okay. Sitting there like, why the fuck are they going to a fucking space station to make a concert with this? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Cool. So KISS is going to play at the Kennedy Center. I thought they were retired. Never mind.
In a statement to ABC News,
The original 4, actually, bro.
From the administration and will, quote, collaborate constructively with the White House. And the statement from the Smithsonian goes on to say that the Smithsonian's work is grounded in a deep commitment to scholarly excellence, rigorous research, and the accurate factual presentation of history. Our next guest is deeply familiar with the administration of museums. Historian and retired professor of museum studies, Marjorie Schwartzer, joins us now. Marjorie, it is good to see you. Thank you so much for spending your night with us here. So I understand you've read the directive from the White House right now. What's your reaction to what the Trump administration is requesting from these 8 Smithsonian museums?
So thank you so much, Gio. I've actually read it several times, and it's very clear that whoever wrote it really doesn't understand museums, doesn't know how they work, doesn't know how they operate, doesn't know how exhibitions are developed, what curators do. And so it really seems to me to be more of a scare tactic or related to some larger initiative about controlling a certain kind of narrative about American history.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit more about this code of ethics that the Smithsonian uses to guide its work, because I think a lot of people are probably unfamiliar with that.
So all museums operate under a code of ethics, and there are strict codes of ethics for all accredited museums in the country, as well as museums around the world through the International Committee of Museums. The Smithsonian, and particularly the Smithsonian's leadership, have been at the forefront of ethics, and of guiding ethics and of pushing ethics towards authentic history, towards fact-driven history, towards collaboration. All the words that were mentioned in the document that they put out are ethical values that are held by everybody who works within the Smithsonian. They deal with collections, with educational messaging, and with the process, the very complicated and community-driven process of creating exhibitions.
You've been to a Smithsonian, you know how complicated that must be. The White House says that this review is in accordance with President Trump's executive order, and it's entitled Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History. What do you make of that overall effort, and is it...
You gotta admit, dude, he knows how to title them, bro.
Yeah, for real. What what we was thinking when he wrote that,
Donald Trump writes executive orders like Fall Out Boy writes song titles, dude.
Dude, he's a master at marketing. Master at marketing, bro.
Typical of a U.S. president.
Nothing like this has ever happened in history. There have been instances with a certain exhibition where a senator wanted to score some political points and wanted a certain exhibition to change its direction or change a label, something like that. But nothing like this has ever happened in the history of the U.S. It has happened in other authoritarian countries.
Oh, here we go.
Cultural Revolution in
If
China,
the haircut didn't give it away, here we go.
In Iran,
Is
and
the
so
Smithsonian woke?
to happen in the United States.
That's what we're trying to find out. Are we not allowed to ask?
As you know, obviously, you're
Are we not allowed to
ask? To put things into context, and sometimes explanations about certain things change over time. And over the last 50 years, the Smithsonian, of course, has institutionally changed its lens on American history to broaden that viewpoint from which it's told. Tell us a little bit about those changes.
So those changes really started to bubble up with the bicentennial celebration in 1976 and the expansion of our idea of history and of local history, and away from great white men and sort of a Christian white paternalistic narrative that I had that from my childhood. I've been
Oh,
going
boy.
to the Smithsonian.
Oh,
I was brought up
brother,
in that.
maybe the history museum.
A change from that perspective to a much wider perspective where you bring in multiple voices and multiple perspectives, and you trust the visitor and the public to look at an object and really make their own decision based on facts about what that means. And if we have time, can I give you one example?
What was Monica Lewinsky's dress in the Smithsonian?
So I'm thinking about when I was growing up in DC and would go to the Smithsonian, we never saw anything about slavery, about labor rights, about women, about the Japanese internment, and we really didn't tell that history. And I remember going back to the Smithsonian when I was an adult in the early 1990s and seeing a whites-only water fountain. And
Okay, I was listening to her yap, and I was also looking into this situation to see what it's like fully about. And her yapping is just annoying woke bullshit. So apparently, they're showing the Smithsonian has more than just like one museum, and the whole point is to check and audit. Right. The point is to check and audit all of them for divisive material and things like that. And so apparently in like some exhibits that one of the exhibits that they have at one of their museums is a painting of a transgender non-binary person.
Oh my God.
Which is one of the things that they wanted removed.
Of course.
The person who painted it threw a whole fit.
Oh, poor
baby. They had some other shit too.
So all these
There's a lot more, but that's like one of the major ones.
And all these
things they didn't have that in 2014 when I went there.
Right.
Of course, because
And the only other thing that I can see that's like a major point of contention regarding the Smithsonian is one of their museums has an exhibit about Trump, and they want the word alleged added to about the what is
Yep, that's the one.
The Russiagate?
to
Is it
his
about
impeachment.
Russiagate?
No, to the two referencing the two impeachments that were removed, and a revised version reportedly using alleged to describe the charges, because the charges were alleged.
Pretty much.
Well, we want the museums to treat our country fairly. We want the museums to talk about the history of our country in a fair manner, not in a woke manner or in a racist manner, which is what many of them, not all of them, but many of them are
Like
doing.
the lady that was
Our
talking,
museums
yeah.
have an obligation
Yeah,
to
we
represent
know
what
the
happened
type.
in our country over the years, good and bad, but what happened over the years in an accurate way.
We talked to people outside some of these museums that will be reviewed by the White House. Many of them expressed concerns that key pieces of history could be erased.
Yeah, like
the transgender.
Like the trans fucking
like
gender.
that transgender Mona Leo.
Mona Leo.
I don't know what their obsession is with these transgenders, bro.
Ridiculousness of it evades description. History is history, and you can't change it to fit the
Well, tell that to what may have already
plan of
possibly
somebody who
happened.
doesn't know what's going on.
In a letter addressed to the
Brought to you by the same people. I supported them, so I know. That took down
Wait, that
Robert
tore down the
statues.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 3 people that tore down the statues. What are you talking about?
Now listen, I am all for a good old rabble-rousing round of altering history, but you know, what's good for one is good for all. You know what I'm saying?
No. You can't say Democrat without saying hypocrite.
Secretary of the Smithsonian Institution, the White House laid out a plan that could alter several Smithsonian museums. Content in these 8 museums will be reviewed by the White House.
The museums of American history, natural history, African American history, American Indian and history, Space Museum, American Art Museum.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to hear this.
National Portrait Gallery.
Oh no, I live with one of them, so you know I'm gonna have to hear about Trump being a dictator this whole next week and how he's changing history.
Yeah, okay.
And this is the next authoritarian move. I can't escape this.
To make sure it fits with the president's vision ahead of the country's
No, that sounds like a
250th
choice that you
birthday
made and have to
celebration
live
next
with.
year.
No, it's not a choice I gotta live with, man. I just can't evict this person.
Oh.
The letter says, quote, this initiative aims to ensure alignment with the president's directive to celebrate American exceptionalism, remove divisive or partisan narratives, and restore confidence in our shared cultural institutions.
Yeah.
But the fact that you accepted them to come live with you then means it was a choice that you have to live with until you can evict them.
Yeah. Okay, look, man. It was 2020. I took the vaccine. Okay, you know, we all know how this all turns out. Okay, there's a lot of ideological shifts. Last 5 years has been weird.
Dude,
That's
it's
true.
only gonna get weirder.
That's true.
So I've got some bad news for people who like soda.
I love this title. I love this title so fucking much. Bring on the fat camps. Those are next. We got the illegal camps. We got the homeless camps now. Now it's time for the fat camps.
I thought we were going to
Alright.
get mental illness camps first.
You know, I really thought those were going to be next.
No, they took them away. They were called institutions.
I know.
Yeah, they're gonna put them back.
Yeah,
By
we
the
need
way.
them back.
We need them back. But those are no
That's how come the homeless rate grew, because of those institutions not being there no more.
And look, a mental institution is the only thing that's going to save you if you ever cheat death and he comes after you.
I forgot. I'm so glad you brought that up. We've got to go over that. Okay. There's another adage to the DC topic after this that I gotta cover. But all right.
I'm Christine Frizzell in Washington, where I
He said
recently sat
he
down
said the word of the
one-on-one
day.
with Dr.
Pop
Marty
said the Pee
McCary.
Wee Herman's
He's the
word
new
of the
head
day.
of the Food and Drug Administration, and he gave
Homeless.
us details about what's behind some major changes to COVID vaccine policy. From the highest levels of government, the changes have been sweeping. FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty McCary says the days of a one-size-fits-all regulatory approach are over.
The most dangerous thing you can do in public health is to put a recommendation out with such absolutism when the data really doesn't support it.
A bioweapon, bro.
Who would have thought?
Recently
Who
joined
would
the
have thought?
director of the National Institutes of Health and the new Secretary of Health and Human Services to advocate for big changes to COVID vaccine policy. The FDA wants to see more rigorous trials and evidence before future vaccines are approved, raising concerns about side effects like myocarditis that followed early COVID vaccine use.
You know, it's very weird that vaccines have been, you know, added on as a, you have to do it over the years, and the increases of things like autism and all that. You know, very odd.
Taking a closer look at changes to the COVID vaccine policy. They were ordered by the head of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, with support implementing them from other top medical officials. Our Christine Frizzell sat down with one of those top officials, the new head of the Food and Drug Administration, Dr. Marty McCary, to talk about what's behind some of those changes.
From the highest levels of government, the changes have been sweeping. FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty McCary says the days of a one-size-fits-all regulatory approach are over.
The most dangerous thing you can do in public health is to put a recommendation out with such absolutism when the data really doesn't support it.
His agency, the Food and Drug Administration, recently joined the director of the National Institutes of Health and the new Secretary of Health and Human Services to advocate for big changes to COVID vaccine policy. The FDA wants to see more rigorous trials and evidence before future vaccines are approved, raising concerns about side effects like myocarditis that followed early COVID vaccine use in some, and complaints from some who believed getting the shot would protect them from getting the virus at all. The CDC recently removing healthy pregnant women and healthy children aged 6 months to 17 years from its recommended list.
The COVID emergency is over, and people are appropriately asking, if I'm healthy and young, do I need that COVID booster? And we are telling the companies that we're not going to blindly stamp a COVID vaccine for young, healthy children every year. We'd like to see some updated clinical trial information.
When the vaccine is no longer recommended, that means it's no longer covered in a lot of cases. What do you say to those people who say, like, you know, I want to get this, I feel like it's helping me?
Well, the coverage decisions are up to each individual insurance carrier.
Those insurance carriers, though, no
So
longer required
basically,
to cover the shot
you're
for
fucked.
those groups.
You better start
the
paying
American
for it.
Academy of Pediatrics joined
Yep.
several other organizations now suing over the changes.
The chief concern for the professional medical associations is that pregnant women and children won't have access to this safe and effective tool for preventing
Anybody says
serious
that, out of minutes, it's
effects
done.
of COVID.
KFF's Josh Michaud says that could mean more illness and possibly more death.
Neither safe
As
nor
epidemiologists
effective.
report a summer surge in COVID cases in several states. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
No, you're a fucking enemy of the state.
It's okay. It's not just vaccines, guys.
Aid in the United States is about to be slashed at a time when experts say it's needed more than ever. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program,
Now,
SNAP,
forgive me. This is woke PBS. I'm kidding.
is facing the largest funding cut in the program's history. Here are 4 things to know
They're
about
cut
changes
too,
coming
by
to the
the way.
program and what it can mean for those reliant on the benefits. 1.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I am not okay with them cutting PBS.
Oh, please, Rick.
I'm not, bro.
They're not cutting it. They're just cutting the funds. Let them fund
the
it.
funds.
Yeah, let them.
Funds.
By viewers like you. Okay, that's it. It's fine. PBS
Yeah,
will be
like-
funded by viewers like you.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't agree with any of the I don't agree with any type of news network to be federally funded.
No.
Yeah, we're talking
No.
NPR. I don't give a fuck about NPR.
Neither
But
one of them.
We were talking like, correct me if I'm wrong. PBS is where I saw Barney before I start making.
Yeah, okay. They
All right,
can
cool.
fucking pay
Just
for
making
their
sure.
own shit.
I
They
didn't
can
want
pay
to
for
start,
their own shit.
I didn't want to lay down a sword unless I was talking about the right channel. All right, laying down the sword for PBS. They gave us Barney, Sesame Street, fucking Lamb Chop.
But why should that be federally funded?
Why should we all pay for it?
Because that, in my opinion, would be funding education.
So should we fund the Cartoon Network too? I mean, come on, bro.
The Cartoon Network isn't educational. I don't remember the Tiny Toon. I don't.
You can make an
remember.
argument that there are shows on there that are educational.
Okay, I don't remember learning very many life lessons from the Powerpuff Girls.
Do we fund the History Channel?
The Powerpuff Girls had hella lessons.
I don't remember. No, the History Channel isn't even the History Channel anymore. They talk about aliens. But PBS was giving you actual
Entertainment.
like, not just entertainment, but like they gave you Bill Nye, that the science guy. They gave you Barney. Like these are.
There are a
things
lot of
that
other
kids, like,
stations
learn
that
their
did things like
ABCs, 1,
this
2,
too.
3s
I
and
mean,
shit
there's
like
They
no,
didn't give it to us, Rick. We fucking paid for it. Actually.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're correct.
There
and
we
I
go.
didn't mind. I didn't mind.
You didn't
But we
know.
shouldn't have to pay for it. Why should we pay for Bill?
Why
should we pay for that guy now to get famous? Why?
Why can't that be put up to a vote? So that we can see how much of the country actually does value Barney.
Well,
why
when they
couldn't I
explained
vote
to
for
everybody
that?
how much money they were fucking giving them to put up propaganda.
Still, give me all that information. I'm fine with that, but let me make the decision because it's my money, whether or not I want to continue funding Barney, even though Barney might be woke.
Well, why couldn't you just choose to do that personally instead of forcing taxpayers collectively?
Hey, Mickey Mouse is woke, but we don't fund him.
That would be a vote, though. Like,
why does it need to be a vote when
for
every other
nothing-
TV station works the same, that they are funded by personally? Why couldn't this TV station fund themselves or then have individuals pay for subscription to fund them, just like other TV stations?
Yeah.
For the same reason we're paying for like funding for Medicaid, even though we're not technically using it, other people are. Like,
No.
educational
You have
system.
to, if you're gonna make a comparison, you have to. What other television station are being federally funded?
None.
There was.
Then
only
why
one.
do we need any?
I would argue that I wanted to fund that one particular station as the one and only station funded federally by the government to teach my children that are 3 the ABCs while I'm at work.
Well, maybe like they can move over to the Disney Channel and you can see them there.
What if I
Isn't
don't
that
want,
what school is
what
for?
if I don't want? What if I don't? Well, we're not sending 2 and 3-year-olds to school, are we? We're not.
You don't even have 2 and 3-year-olds, so what are you worried about?
Well, I'm arguing. Okay, this is a debate, so I'm arguing.
Oh, okay.
All right, like this is still a thing that I would want to pay for 2, 3-year-olds for education. No, they're not going to.
Okay, well then do it yourself. Like, you're not making a very good argument to make this a federal issue.
I don't really want to pay Big Bird to fucking show our kids how to be woke and gay.
I don't mind that, but since it was already being done, why couldn't we put that to a vote?
They did. They voted on it in the House.
Right.
I don't. No. I don't remember.
Well, that's how the funding got cut. They have to vote
That's
for
how
it.
it got cut. That's how it got cut. They voted on it.
So I personally got to vote to take out.
That's not how government
Nope.
works. Why are you
That's
making
not
this
how
about
it
a personal
works.
vote now? You already know this isn't how it works. Your representative is
so-
who makes the vote.
Hey, we didn't vote to get COVID shots either.
I agree. I shouldn't have fucking paid for that either. You know what I'm saying? But like, since we were already like paying for Big Bird. I would have liked to have had a personal say in his removal. I liked Big Bird. I didn't think Big Bird needed to be fired.
You're making a subjective argument on your feeling, which I can't. I mean, you're more than welcome to feel that way, but it's one of those things where if you really want that, then pay for it yourself, type of deal. Because we've had a vote that funding was cut, and most people probably wouldn't want that. They can pay for it themselves if they want a service like that.
Why was it necessary? Why do you think was it necessary to cut Big Bird?
Because they were putting out propaganda, bro.
Big Bird.
They weren't like telling us the truth.
Look, it's not even about the propaganda. What necessity is there to have a federally funded television station that's mostly about entertainment?
You're right. No other news station does that.
The same necessity that we fund the Department of Education because it's teaching our
No,
children.
it's not. You're conflating education with entertainment.
Is Big Bird, is Sesame Street an educational TV show?
It doesn't matter. It's still an entertainment show.
So is Blue's Clues, but it's not on PBS.
Like that's what I was saying. You can make the argument there are other stations that also have educational content. Should that also be federally funded?
I would agree that, yeah. They should
No,
be.
I don't agree with that. As a taxpayer, no. I would not want multiple stations of TV federally funded. It makes no sense. If I wanted educational content for my children, I would purchase a subscription to that specific thing or service otherwise.
I think any station that has 80% content that is educational towards children should be federally funded, yes.
They don't have 80%, Rick.
PBS was 80% educational content geared towards
No.
No, not quite.
Okay.
Not quite.
Let me ask that.
You're gonna have to prove that if you're making that claim.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask.
You have 2 minutes. Well, you have 2 minutes for me because I have to go in 2 minutes. Oh, 1 minute now.
Time expired.
I mean, he chose to bring up this topic at this point, so, you know. Some of us has to work.
And sleep.
Oh, because I'm on the fucking... Give it a second, Grok thinks.
I mean, if you're going to use Grok, you should probably put it up on screen so everybody sees the prompt as well.
I don't think he's going to get the answer he's looking for.
Oh, I know he's not, because that statistic doesn't exist. But I do have to take my leave at this point, chaps, so I will convene with you at a later point, and we can continue this in the chat. But I hope you all have a great rest of your night and a good rest of your show. I'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Have a good night.
Elon, I really need you to fix how long Grok takes to answer a simple question.
And everyone, if you want to continue watching the show, go ahead to
gonna give you a
unsolicitedpods.com and you will be able to watch the rest. I hope you all have a great rest of your time. It is time to say goodbye.